It's very creative. It's very therapeutic to work with flowers, and everyone can put their individual stamp on it and it will be beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
You keep that one.
They can all pick the same flowers. Not one bouquet will look the same as the next.
Yes, it's like,
Yeah, I know. It gets a bit like that.
It's like art, I suppose. There's no wrong way of doing it. Oh, they look gorgeous. Thanks, guys. They're beautiful. I'm Rachel, and this is my happy place. So welcome to the flower field. Well, there's plenty of flowers out there, so we're going to give you some tips on how to pick as many as you can fit in your bottle.
Adorned with rows of breathtaking heirloom blooms, Elderflower Farm is the realisation of Rachel's childhood dream. Though the seed of her love for flowers lay dormant for years, it has now been nurtured into a flourishing reality.
Which one do you love? One of these ones? How about that beautiful one? Do you want that one? I like to grow the sort of flowers that aren't as common and, you know, you don't typically see. It was something in my childhood that I've always loved those sorts of flowers. Always have this vivid memory of a yellow bucket on the back veranda every Thursday, and it was a delivery from a local flower farm. So Mum would get home and she'd arrange them and put them all around the house. I don't know, I just love old-fashioned, scented, heirloom, blousy, wildflowery, beautiful flowers. Got a bit of a pink story happening. I hope that's okay. It was a big career change. It's actually a COVID business, I guess you could say. I am a horticulturist from 20-odd. I did that a long time ago and I was mostly working in nurseries. Then, yeah, met Fred a long time ago and we had a horse business for 20-odd years. Had a little bit of a midlife crisis and gone back. Always wanted to do floristry and was doing a part-time course in that. Just wanted to do something lovely for myself, finally had a bit of time and then came home on the Saturday and I said, you know, I've always wanted to grow flowers. And on the Sunday he was out mowing me garden beds in the back paddock. Well, those guys are just little. They're fully grown. So there's two different types. There's the really big ones that are pansies and these ones are called violas. So that one's not in the field yet.
With her original blooms grown at home, Rachel started cultivating her passion privately until a generous offer from a local cafe owner gave her the opportunity to expand, transforming her individual garden into abundant fields.
Killed everything for the first 6 months. I had my hose licence taken away. I wasn't allowed to water everything because I watered everything way too much. They smell like bubble gum and they last for about 3 weeks. It's a pleasure. I did not think people would be that interested in my old-fashioned flowers, and it's just, from the day we opened, it's never not been busy. It's wonderful. I'm just very happy that people share the love for what I do, I suppose. And, you know, I remember thinking, God, I'm not going to be able to pay my rent. You know, nobody's going to want to look at old-fashioned blousy flowers from years and years ago. And people just, I don't know, they just seem to really like it.
It was lovely, thank you, very special.
I think people absolutely love that story of being able to come and see where it's grown.
Yeah, perfect. So go your bright yellow centres and chase your cracked buds. So you've got your pretty ones to take home and then a few days later these ones will open up. So yeah.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
Thank you.
We pick every single day. All our flowers are picked daily. Go into the shop, they can watch us make the bunches, we wrap the bunches, and then they can take them home, and that's fantastic.
So I've got the easy job. I get to pick them and then the girls do the hard stuff and put them into bouquets. I'm about as artistic as a rock.
It's just what I love to grow, and I'm lucky enough that people seem to like it enough that they'll buy them from me, so it's worked out well. Yeah.
So those ones are related to cabbage. Do you eat your cabbage at home? Yeah? So they're inedible.
A lot of what we grow has multi-purpose. A lot of the flowers out there are either edible as fresh flowers, dried flowers. We created a line of flower and herb teas, which have been really, really popular. That looks pretty. I love your colours. The dried edible sprinkles, like for salads and cakes and biscuits, that sort of thing. How are you guys going? You don't have to do a lot, do you? The flowers just make them look amazing. Yeah. The first thing we made were the Flory Pops, which Jen, the owner here, labelled Flory Pops, which are our dried edible flowers in an old-fashioned lollipop. I'm always thinking of different things, but yeah, I love to use the flowers as much as we can.
And like any good bouquet, Rachel isn't the only one flourishing at Elderflower.
Come over and be interviewed. I sometimes say he's my scaffolding. He just makes everything happen. Just that endless support and hard work.
How the brain works, it's just incredible. It
What,
blows me away.
Pretty much fried, they still.
It blows me away, like what Rach keeps on coming up with.
Thanks for coming, guys. We'll see you again.
See ya.
This gorgeous farm is a must-visit spot, so make sure you pop in and say good day to Rachel and Fred on your next Scenic Rim adventure.
No, I think if you really want something, I mean, I did it mid-40s. It worked for me, and I mean, even if I'd stayed as little as when I was just selling bunches to local shops at my house, I still got a lot of enjoyment out of it. I never anticipated it would get as busy as this, but yeah, I think go for it. What have you got to lose?